Most of the work that I had done when I started private practice was in the area of criminal defense. And at some point, I was invited to attend a child welfare training, and I really felt inspired by what was talked about. And I felt really called to help families and children that are currently in the CPS system. And so I tried a few cases and really felt it gave me a warm heart to be able to be involved with the families and try to help them as they navigate the process. And eventually that grew more into representing children. And then, of course, grandparents, foster parents. And then towards the end of my time in private practice, I was also mediating cases. During my time in the child welfare sector, I've tried over 50 jury trials and over 200 bench trials.
I was coming back to practice after taking some time off from starting my family. And I had experience in litigation, so it was easy for me to jump into the trial work. And I just ended up liking it, so I stuck around. And I will say this, while I came from a litigation background, I didn't have any family law experience at all. But the resources are out there to learn it if this is the work that you want to do. I was at a bar thing once and was talking with a judge and a bunch of litigators who considered themselves litigators. And the judge, when he asked me what I did, kind of made everybody stop, and he was like, "You all think you're the litigators? This is the real litigator. You guys go to trial maybe once a year, and she's in the courtroom every week."
I initially got into child welfare work when I was a law student at the University of Texas School of Law. I was a student in the Children's Rights Clinic, and I just grew a passion for representing children and was very interested in continuing that work as a practicing lawyer, and became a court-appointed attorney before I was the associate judge presiding over child welfare cases, and now the presiding district court judge.
My wife did, is the short answer. So my wife used to be a investigator in Bexar County. She's no longer doing that, but she did that for quite a while. I remember not really liking her job or what she did. It's funny because I got done with law school and I was working some other stuff, doing other types of cases, personal injury, family law, stuff like that. And I just remember telling her one day, I said, I just don't like anything I've done since I got out of law school. And she told me to try CPS cases. I remember telling her, I really don't want to. I don't like your job. I don't think I'll do that. And her response was pretty simple. She just said, these parents and these kids need someone that's going to care, that's going to actually try and help them. And she's like, you should try that. So I did. And I would say, my very first case, I represented a teenage girl. It was a successful reunification with her family. And so as usual, my wife was right. And I have never looked back. I've pretty much just done CPS cases since then.